Best website builders for portfolios in 2021. Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you the best website builders in terms of freelancers or someone that is trying to build up their art portfolio and they want to get their work identified and you want your work to be legitimized by some other people. I would suggest that you create your account and build your website on one of these portfolios. So let's get into it. First off, before I start discussing these websites, I want to discuss the creative design and the design process. Now, if you're creating a website, I think it's very essential that you have a good grasp of how to present your art because presentation is half of the work. Now, if we take a look at this ad campaign or this logo, now oftentimes we get suggestions on how to change something, and people might say, oh, you should have changed that to red, or maybe you should have changed the font to that. And that those kinds of remarks are usually formed when people have insufficient information about the creative process that you have gone through to pick the things that you have picked. So that is just a result of ignorance. And with your presentation, you want to be able to convey your entire creative process or the entire thought that you have put behind each and every single item. You want to be able to display that. So in this case, this is actually a very nice ad campaign that I have found, or art campaign or portfolio that I have found, and you can see how it is showing all of the root work that was done to come up to this point and everything that was thought of before they created this logo. Now it says Trade Plus Dear, so that is the name, Trade Year, and then who we are, our target market, and our strengths. So everything that needs to be conveyed as their basic message is conveyed within the first 3 pages. Now, after that, you get this icon or visual representation of how the icon came into being. Now, you can see a deer plus a T, and now we're just getting a visual progress bar for the logo. Now, after that, they have created this logo and they have made this in a deep purple. And you can see how in each step they have eliminated some of the excess lines and simplified the design to accommodate as a general logo to use. Now, this is going to be helpful to show that you're not just someone who is working, you're someone who is passionate about their work, and this will display the hard work and effort you put behind each project. And I know as a freelance artist, it is very difficult to dedicate all of your time to so many projects and work so hard on so many different things, and people give you suggestions at the end, oh, this could have been done better, and while you spent your entire day setting it up the way that it should have been done. Now you can see there are many different color schemes that they provided at first, and then there is a general font estimation and a structure of the text and the name of the application that they are creating. It explains the application as well, so they are explaining their entire creative process as they go, and they're explaining their logo type structure. After that, they have a general symbol explanation, so they're explaining the symbol, they're showing the symmetry of the symbol, they're showing each dynamic form within your symbol, so you can replicate this symbol and draw it on your notebook just by looking at it on this grid, and this grid is going to be a good functionality to see the general symmetry of your symbol. And after that, they are showing it again in a lilac and violet color scheme, and after that they are showing the font that they have chosen for their logo, their colors, their secondary colors, all of their main colors, all of their secondary colors, and then all of the different color schemes that they are providing this font in. And you can see a pattern has also been created using the logo. They're describing that. And just here they're showing their general color blocking or general website display. Here they have their brand applications page, or just how most of their pages are going to be formatted to look like. This is just some more samples of how things should look like. And then they have a mobile app and a desktop display example as well. They've also given their own website display, how that is going to look, general little card looks, and then more mobile displays. And this is a simple campaign on Behance. Now, Behance is one of the top websites that I recommend to start creating your portfolio. And the reason I recommend it is because this website is so creative and it's inspiring in terms of finding new artists, getting inspired, or finding work. So, a lot of people do come onto Behance to find artists for their project, and that is why I recommend that you use Behance. What this does is that it enables you to be accessed by advertisers or website developers or business people to view your work, view any of your previous work or projects, and reach out to you easily. Now, to create your website on Behance, it's very simple. You're just going to click on sign up, and then you're going to create a website, and it's going to be just your basic artwork, and that's about it. So creating a account on Behance and making sure you have a good presence on Behance is pretty essential as well. Now, if you want to take a look at any of the other campaigns, you can see they even have a DoorDash campaign here, and if we take a look at this, you can see how everything has been created, the creative process. You can see different pages for advertisement, how they are going to look like, and different little GIFs as well to complement the overall artwork. They also have different quotation, just text boxes to complement the general look of the artwork, and just a general progression of how things work, examples of how their advertisement is going to look like on bus stands, so on and so forth. So Behance is my number one website for portfolio development, and if you want your work to be gathered in one place, get a good sense of your work, how it's doing. You can actually monitor your own progress in terms of likes and views. So you can see you even get likes on portfolios, and you can upload yours and see where you stand in the game currently. Now, the second website that I recommend to create your portfolio is Adobe Portfolio, and I really think this is underrated because you can create a portfolio from a very simple sample. So you can see they have full portfolio samples that I can choose from, or I can just create a welcome page. Now, if I click on full portfolio, if I select on this, I can just click on use this theme like so, and I can just sign up with any of my previous accounts. So I'm going to sign up with Google, and it is going to give me this template as a sample to start working on. Now you can see over here they have provided me with a very nice and easy basic sample to start creating my website for my art. So what it does, it displays your logo or your company name or your business name at the top center. And after that, you have pages to add your collections. You can add more pages to your website as well. So let's just say you want to add another page, a basic page, and maybe the page title is My Socials. If you want to link any of your social media platforms, you can do that as well. And you can see now you have a My Socials header as well. Now, to edit your website, it's very easy. You can add images, text, photo grids, Lightroom. You use Lightroom to edit videos, audio, embed, button, and social icons. Now, what you're going to do is for a simple portfolio, I would suggest you go with the template and just add your pages and your artwork to this and then just move on. I think that's the most easiest and time efficient way. After that, on the left, you can see you have your settings, and you can choose your domain name from here, and you can only change your domain name 5 times. And after that, you're not going to be able to change your domain name on Adobe Portfolio. That is something to keep in mind when you are creating your website. Then you have your homepage. So when someone looks at your work, what is going to be the homepage? You also get some general Google Analytics. You have some search optimization options available. You can add custom meta tags, site options. You have password protection. You have a cookie banner, and you have a restore website styles. So if you haven't published your website, they can restore your website to the customizations or to a original version rather than a newly done version. So now if you want to do site-wide background changes or site-wide color changes, you can click on background colors and fonts, and you can select if you want it to be light themed, if you want it to be dark themed, if you want to change the font on your entire site, you can do that as well. And then you can upload your images and backgrounds to this site-wide editor as well. It also provides you with a individual area editor, so you can only edit this page, or you can only edit this header. So you have your media content styles, and you can see headers, subheaders, paragraph. You can click on whatever you want to edit. This may be your headers, so I'm just gonna edit only my headers now, like this. You can do that to edit the headers, like so. And now once you have designed it to your liking, you're just gonna click on publish site, and then you can pick a plan that you find helpful for your website or your business, and you can select that and start working in Adobe Portfolio. Usually if you have Adobe products previously, you probably have a subscription on Adobe anyways, so it's not a big deal to get access to Adobe Portfolio anyways. And now if we were to view our site, you can see we get a PC view, we get a tablet view, we get a landscape view, and a portrait view. So for a view that is for our mobile phones as well. And we also get a mobile phone landscape view. So these were the two basic websites I suggest to create your portfolio in 2021. And I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.